Good evening, all. Hamotaba. I was there today.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Right. And today we are going to discuss our model paper number 15, right? 15. That's our 15th paper today. And this paper I already uploaded into the LMS system, right? Again. Every weeks I going to upload the new paper as a PDF file into our Universal LMS system. Therefore, you have to download it, right? Download karagena right. Now, this is a paper and we discuss about the lesson, and this is the ratios. Do you remember this one? At the same time amount invested and the different time invested values, right? And this is a paper 15, and this is a question number 1. Now, recollect the activity that have done in the classroom regarding the lesson ratio. The ratio now answer the following questions using the knowledge gained from the activity. අපි කරපු questions activities එක බලලා අපි උත්තර හදමු. Right. Now, an incomplete table consists the information on the amount invested during 3 years of time and the profit gained by two businessmen, Tarusha and Pubudu. There are two persons, Tarusha and Pubudu, and who run a joint textile business is given below. Right, 2015, 2016, and 2017. There are 3 years, right? And Tarusha amount discount invested amount is 8,000, 8,000, 8,000, and the duration of the time is also 12 months, 12 months, 12 months at the beginning of the year. Tarusha and Pubudu amount 8,000. The second one blank, third one 8,000, right? Duration of the time as a number of months, 12 months in the 2015, 2016, 12 months as a 2017 is 8 months. And the profit of the 2015, 9,000, and the profit about the year 2016 is 6,000, and the profit is 2007 is 4,000, and that are the details, right? Now look at this. Express in the simples from the ratio between the amounts invested by Tarusha and Pubudu in the year 2015. Express the simples from the ratio between the amounts invested by the Tarusha and Pubudu in 2015. Follow the 2015 Tarusha and Pubudu. Now look at this. First one, Tarusha, Pubudu. In 2015, therefore, 8,000 and 8,000, the same things about the 60. Yeah, 2,000, 8,000 and the 8,000. Now, therefore, 8,000 into the 8,000, only amount, invested amount. Therefore, you know this one, 8,000 times 1, 8,000 times 1. Now, what is the simplest form? 1 to 1. 1 to 1. That's the simplest form. Right. Second one. What amount of the profit is received by Tarusha in 2015? Tarusha 2015 ල හම්බෙච්ච profit එක කොච්චරයිද කියලා මගෙන් අහනවා. Right? Tarusha 2015. Right. Now we have to count. Look at this. In 2015, problem number 2, 2015 year. Now I'm going to discuss about the number of months are same. Therefore, 2015 is a 1 to 1. And a 1 to 1 ratio තමයි පුතේ යන්නේ. Therefore, 1 to 1. Therefore, what is the amount received for a Tarusha? And this is a Pubudu. 1 to 1. 1 to 1, right? There are two methods. What is the first method? There are how many parts? There are 2 parts. Therefore, 2 parts equals to the what is the profit in 2015? 9,000 rupees. 2 parts is equals to 9,000 rupees. Therefore, you need to find the answer for a one part, one portion. We call as a unitary method. මෙයාට අපි කිව්වා පුතේ unitary method එක කියලානේ. Unitary method. Unitary method. Therefore, one part you need to divide by the 2. 9,000 divided by 2. Now, once is 4,500 rupees. රුපියල් 4,500 එක කෑල්ල. Now, profit gain. තරුෂ. එහෙනම් තරුෂට හම්බ වෙන ගාණ වෙන්නේ පුතේ. තරුෂ. One part. එහෙනම් 4,500 multiplied by the 1. Then answer is also 4,500 rupees. And this is a method number 1. Right? And we have another method also. What's method number 2? You have to use as a fraction. Right? Look at this. This is a method number 2. Right. This is a method number 2. You can use this method also. Tarusha and Pubudu. Tarusha and Pubudu. And the 1 to 1, that's the ratio between the Tarusha and Pubudu. And what is the relevant fraction? There are 2 parts, therefore 1 out of 2. We call as a half. Right? Now, what's the total profit? Total profit is becomes as a 9,000. Therefore, Tarusha received කොච්චරක් හම්බෙනවද පුතේ? 1/2 of 9,000. Now 2 times 1 and 2 times 4,500. Now 4,500 times 1, it should be 4,500 rupees. And this is the method number 2. Using the fractions. Using fractions. The ළමයට ඔය දෙකෙන් කැමති විදිහකට ගාන හදන්න පුළුවන් පුතේ. එලිනා දුව මේක මතකද?
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. And the Ivalka, Yanara?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, right. Okay. Note down these two methods. Hurry up. අපි ලස්සන ලියාගමු පුතේ answer එක. And this is a scenario about the 2015 year. 2015 profit එක බෙදුණු විදිය. thumbs up එකක් දෙන්න ඉවරලා ඉක්මන් කරමු. right. එතනේ time එක. Now question number 3. If the ratio between the amount invested by Tarusha and Pubudu in the year 2016 is a 2 to 1, right? Tarusha and Pubudu 2 to 1. The ratio between the Tarusha and Pubudu, and that is mentioned as a 2 to 1 in the 2016 year. It becomes as a 2 to 1. 2 to 1. And the question is find the amount invested by Pubudu. Now look at the scenario 2016, 8,012 months. Therefore, the time durations doesn't matter because why? Same time, same duration. Therefore, we are going to take about the values. Now, invested amount is Tarusha is 8,000. Now, what is the investmented amount of the Pupudu? ලේසිම ලේසි නේ පුතේ. Now, කියන්න බලන්න උත්තරේ පුළුවන් නම්?
4,000.
Yes, 4,000. That's easy because why? This one is a 2. Therefore, it's double. Therefore, we need to find the half of it. And make a half on it. Therefore, answer should be a half of 8,000, or you need to divide by the 2. Now, 8,000 divided by 2, then answer is 4,000 rupees. Well done. Niyamai. 4,000 rupees. Question number 4. Is it fair to divide the profit equally in the 2016? 2016 වල පුතේ සමානව profit එක බෙදෙන එක සාධාරණද? Is it fair one?
No.
Because why? The invested amount is 8,000 and the 4,000. The ratio between them is a 2 to 1. It's not fair. Equal back. කොහොමද වෙන්න ඕනේ? තරුෂට double හම්බෙන්න ඕනේ. Right? Now, what is the reason? The reason is the time duration is the same, but the invested amount is different. Therefore, it's not fair to give the same profit to the Tarusha and Pubudu. Right? Right. Okay. Question number 5. Write 2 facts that should be considered when dividing a profit gain from a business fairly. Right. What are 2 things? Time duration, as well as what is the next thing? Investing amount. Elena, yes, there are 2 things. Invested amount as well as we have to consider the time duration also, right? There are 2 things. Okay, next question. What fraction of the whole profit is gained by the Pubudu in the year 2017? Now we are going to look at the 2017. What is the scenario in the 2017? Year 2017. Tarusha and Pubudu. Right? 2017. There are different time now. Now look at this. 8,000 by 12 months, but Pubudu 8,000 by 8 months. Then total profit received as a 4,000. What is the question? You need to find as a fraction. Right? What fraction of the whole profit? It's not related to the profit. Profit එක අහන්නේ නැහැ පුතේ. අහන්නේ මොකද්ද? Fraction. What fraction? Now you need to write as a ratio. You have to we have to simplify. How to simplify? 8,000 and 8,000 digit patas do. You are right. You are right. Simplify වෙලා ගියා. Now 8 and 12 you can divide by the 4 also. Yeah. 4 times 3 and 4 times 2. Now this is a simple form. Right? Now, what is the question? You have to find a relevant fraction to Pubudu's profit. Now, tell me, how many parts? 3 and 2, totally 5 parts. පහක් තියෙනවා. here is the 3, and here is the 2, 3 and 2, 5 parts, but Pubudu receives only 2 out of 5. Now this is the answer. Right. Everyone, have a Rodega?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. And Emalka, what is a fraction related to the Tarusha's profit? What again? I want to make a fraction. Ivalka, Elena, Yanara, anyone?
3/5.
Yeah, well done. 3 over 5. 3 over 5. Imalka, they run a
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's a simple question, right? Right. Okay. Note down. That's the first question. Relevant to the ratio. Anivara Yanapute, second term, right? Ratio. That's a very important question in our second term exam. I think 21st of the July the exam begins. Yeah?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Padang කරමු හැමෝම වැඩ කරමු. Right. Now next question relevant to the fractions, right? මම හිතලා හැමෝටම මතකයි කියලා fractions. That's the other compulsory question relevant to the fraction lessons, right? Multiplications, addition, division, subtraction, right? Lot of things. The first one is a 2/3 plus 2/5. Now listen. 2/3 plus 2/5. Right. Now in this case, denominators are not equals. Denominators are not equals. Now what to do? We have to find the LCM of the 3 and 5. Now tell me what is the LCM of the lowest common multiples of the 3 and 5? Here, and
50.
15. Well done, 15. Because the greatest number is 5, right? And 5 and 3 we call as a prime numbers. Mama kiya duna podi shortcut එකක් ඉක්මන් ක්‍රමයක්. If this becomes as a prime numbers, you have to get the product of them. Therefore, 3 times 5 is a 15. But the condition is that all numbers becomes as a prime numbers, right? And the other method, the 5 is the greatest one. We cannot divide by the 3. We are looking for the another multiples of the 5. 5, 10, 15. Yes, you can divide by the 3. Now, what is the method? Now, 5 you need to change as a 15. Therefore, you need to multiply by the 3. 3 you need to multiply by the 5 also. Now, my second line becomes as a 5 times 2, 10 over 15 plus 6 over 15. Now answer is a 10 plus 6 is a 16 over 15. These fractions type we called as a improper fractions. As well as these ones not suitable for our last answer. Then I am going to change as a mixed one. Now 16 divided by 15, there are only 1/15s. Then how many remainders? Just only one remainder. Then answer is a 1 over 15, right? How many තේරුවද මේක?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Well done. Now look at the second fraction. අපි second එකත් බලමු. And that one's relevant to the multiplication. 2/3, 2/3, and the 2/5. 2/3 and 2/5. Right. Now, everyone, අපි ලස්සන්ට මේක උත්තරේ ගමු බලන්න හැමෝම. First one එක ලියා ගමු. Second one, find the answer for the second one. Well done. Right. Now look at this. In multiplication, first we are looking at the simplifications. Up and down. There are no. There are no simplifications. Thereafter, we are going to multiply. Numerator into numerator, denominator into denominator. Now, 2 times 2 it becomes as a 4, and 3 times 5 it becomes as a 15. Now, normally then also becomes as a 4 over 15. 4 over 15. Just one shot. Telling me right. Right. Now look at the second one. Mixed number. Now what to do? Change as improper. Imalka, tell me the answer as improper fraction. 1 3 over 5. Need to change as improper. What is improper fraction?
8/5.
Well done. Because 5 times 1 is a 5 and the 3 is a 8 over 5. Multiply by the 5. Aha, look at this. 5 and 5. Tan -tan. You are right. Kudu. Nether? The answer is just 8. 8 is the answer. Just 8. Right? Just 8. Some students multiply like this. So 5 times 8, 40. 5 times 5, 25. Completely wrong. They are multiplying both things. Right. Now, look at this one. This is a division. Aha. 4 over 5 divide 3 times 1, 3 and 4 over 3. Now, what is the method? Elena, enara matakada method dega? Divide,
Yes.
you need to change as a?
Reciprocal.
Yes, reciprocal with multiplication. Now, 4 over 5 multiplied by the 3 over 4 and the 4 and the 4. Tan -tan -tan. Now, answer becomes 3 over 5. This is a fractions part. Addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, ඔක්කොම ඔන්න මතක් වුණා. Right. Note down. හරිය. Right. Look at the part B. 104 cubes of sand. එකන වැලි කියන වැලි cube අපි කියන සිංහලෙන් වැලි cube එකයි කාලක්. Kala. It's a quarter, right? 1 1/4 cubes of sand can be loaded to a tractor. Right? The tractor එකට පටවන්න පුළුවන් ඔච්චර. How many times the tractor has to be loaded in order to transport 10 cubes of sand? Now what to do? You need to divide. You need to divide, right? වැලි කියුබ් ඔක්කොම කීයක් තියෙනවද පුතේ? 10ක් තියෙනවා. Therefore you need to 10 divide by the tractor loader as a one time once කීයද? එකයි කාලයි නේ. We call as a 1/4. Now you need to divide. Now what is a denominator? It's a 1 now.
1.
මුකුත් නැහැ කියන්නේ 1. Right. Now 10 divide 10 divide 4 times 1, 4 and 5 and the 5 over 4. Now you need to change as a reciprocal. Now 10 over 1 multiply by the 4 over 5. Just 5 times 1 and the 5 times 2. Then 2 into the 4. Now it becomes as a 8
8.
times. Yeah. May tractorate වැලි පටවන්නේනෝ 8 පාර. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Elena, තේරෙනවද?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Imalka? Good. Done. Right. Leave lesson. Now we did the equations lesson, right? Equations, matakai neda? We have to find the answer for unknown terms. Unknown terms as x, p, y, m. Solve the following equations. The first equation is a 2x plus 1 equal 5. Now let's see. 2x plus 5 equal 1. Sorry, 2x plus 1 equal 5. And this is the first one. Right. Now, do you remember the part? What is the first thing? You need to find the answer for x. And x and 2, the relationship is a very strong, right? Therefore, 2x is the first term and the 1 is the second term. You need to eliminate the plus 1. Now what to do? Plus 1, how to remove? You need to,
Minus 1.
yes, you need to put minus 1 to the both sides. Balance when no. Now plus 1 minus 1, tan, tan, tan. Eliminate. Now 2x equal 4. Now you have to both sides divide by the 2 because 2 times x is a 4. Now 2 and 2 eliminate. Finally, x becomes as a 2. X becomes as a 2. Now there are two equations, right? අපි මේ ඔක්කොම කරලා තියෙනවා. හරි. ලස්සනට answers ගමු පුතේ. Second one and third one. හරියක්. අන්න පළවෙනි පොඩ්ඩක් මතක් කරලා දුන්නා. Well done, Inara. Is this answer for the second one, Inara?
Sorry, sir, it's 5.
All right, yeah, it's 5, yeah. Now good. Because you need to add 1. Okay. Now I'm going to discuss. Right. Now listen. Now listen. Actually, second one, we have to follow the two methods. මතකද පුතේ මම methods දෙකක් කියලා දුන්නා ඔයගලන්ට, right? And the first method is expanding brackets, and the second one, without expanding, you can find the answer, right? මම දෙකටම හදලා පෙන්නන්නම්. And the expanding type, expanding method, how to expand? 2 times y, 2 times y we call as a 2y, and 2 times minus 1 is a minus 2, equals to the 8. equals to the 8, right? Current pressure cover, therefore this rate. Hello everyone, but there are no current power,
Yes.
there are no power, right? And I'm going to, right? I already connected with my phone Wi-Fi hotspot, right? There are no current, right? And I'm going to send a message, right? Right, my connection is not stable one. Right, unfortunately, we have to abandon the class today, right? And we'll discuss the another day these questions as well as a new paper, right? Everyone, and then good night all, and I'm sorry about this one, right? Okay, you're welcome, Elena. I think clearly understood,
It's
right?
fine, sir. Bye, sir.
Bye. Okay, okay. I'm sorry about
Bye,
this
sir.
one. Right. Okay. Bye. Okay.
Right, sir.